let's talk about Lyft driver unknowingly forced to become a getaway driver and gets into a little bit of a problem and stuck with a big bill after that.
Big
So
problem.
yeah,
I wonder if he had a dash cam, Chris.
I don't know. I'd
Uh,
love to see that footage though, for sure. I would assume though,
so,
if he had that it would be in the news story.
this wasn't the news, obviously, but so this poor guy picks up two passengers, and in Minnesota, out of all places, maybe our Joe has heard about this story. Joe Pierce, our contributor in Minneapolis, and Lyft driver left with big bill, unable to work after unknowingly becoming getaway for wanted fugitive. How do you like them apples? I wonder if that guy was verified. Huh? Uh, uh,
Maybe it was the friend or it was a third party ride.
Probably. So the complaint states officers fired multiple rounds of chemical irritant, tear gas, I'm sure, into the car when both passengers refused to comply with multiple commands to get out of the vehicle. Police ended up destroying my car. I mean, police got to do what they got to do, get these idiots out of the car. So he's not paying the price in more ways than one, and says that they destroyed his sense of safety. No shit. In fact,
Oh,
talking about
that's
safety, right before the show, Chris, I got an email from our friend David Picarell, who used to be a para. Now he's at he's turned para into another company. He said, "Have you heard of this lady?" I go, oddly enough, it was in my news feed yesterday. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? There's a grandmother in Chicago who got beat to a pulp by four thugs, and supposedly Uber's not doing anything about it. Then David said, "Please talk to Sergio, to this lady," and this lady reached out to David. So if you are watching, please reach out to me. I'll do the best I can. But safety is something that these companies are completely not neglecting. Look, they have introduced some good things in the apps, but they're just short. It doesn't work. And it keeps replaying in my mind, the driver says, since that traumatic day, he hasn't been able to go to work and is receiving therapy, but he's stuck with that beautiful $2,500 deductible, as we know, on a $17,000 repair bill for his car. Well, look, it's a dangerous society out there. It's all it has to do. It happened to you once. My problem with all of these, Chris, is this. I think Uber and Lyft both should have some sort of an auxiliary fund, okay, for these types of situations. As opposed to the driver going to the news, come talk to me, we put it out, do this, we talk about it. They should just help these people, like that
Mhm.
grandmother in Chicago. That guy, I mean, I saw the pictures. Holy shit, they beat the crap, and they carjacked her. They stole her car. Um, they should have some sort of a, as opposed to the driver hiring a lawyer, going through the trauma all over again, doing this, doing that. Uber and Lyft, you guys make enough money, okay? You guys need to help these people, man. You just gotta help.
One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah,
Yep.
though, what I don't understand is why wouldn't this be the responsibility of the people that were at fault here in a civil lawsuit? I'm
Yeah, that
sure
too.
that that's got to be happening to get the money back.
That
Um,
too. Yeah.
you know, a lot of it there, but then also, couldn't also be up to the police department because they did what they did, and it's outside, it's somebody else's personal property. So, I would be talking to a lawyer to find out who's at fault and who would be more responsible, and then be taking them to a civil court so then you can get your money back. Yeah, you're going to have trauma in that, but I mean, as time goes on, you're going to think about it less and less, especially if you're in therapy. I mean, unfortunately, shit happens, and hopefully he's or they're okay from this. But after that, yeah, I mean, I would be looking to see who's responsible, and I wouldn't be paying a damn penny from any of that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
pay for the deductible. I mean, you might have to out of pocket right at the beginning, but then you should be getting a nice little payday later that's going to be, taking care of your deductible, all your expenses, and then even more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in cases, like that grandma's that I'm hoping she gets in touch with me, it, is that it takes just too long for Uber to, because they hide under under the umbrella of, oh, well, you're an independent contractor. No, besides that,
Yep.
they're human. They need help. You guys need to help these people. And so anyway, but yeah, I mean, loss of wages and all that stuff. And I don't know. Maybe there should be some sort of legislation about that. That these types of victims, they may have some sort of a fund they can go to, or
Yeah,
maybe
but
out of each
I
trip.
mean,
I don't know, but out of each trip, maybe Uber charges 10 cents, 20 cents extra, like they have in Washington State.
yeah. Well,
And
I mean,
something like
I
that.
think they should have again where it comes in the responsibility. This wouldn't be an Uber or Lyft case. This is the person who got into the car, the people that got into the car, the police department. That is, the people who are responsible for the damage to the car for whatever particular reason. I could see where Uber or Lyft in this case would say, "Hey, we're going to take care of your deductible right now, and then once things are settled, in court and all that stuff, that's a different story. At least get them on their feet, get back, be able to drive if that's the case, if they're going to come back and drive, or whatnot. But
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
case, they're not really there to be responsible. And it's the people who were in the car that caused the problem that needed to get out. They didn't. They refused. There was a fugitive there. Crazy story, nonetheless. And then the police did what they had to do. And so you got to then figure out who's really at fault there when it comes down to it.
No, I agree with you. I mean, I'm not saying Uber and Lyft are at fault in this case, but I think due to the sheer scale and size of the system, maybe it's going to be difficult to do. But some sort of a victims fund or something like that, maybe
Mhm.
just put aside something every trip, a nickel, whatever, because they do millions and millions of trips, and so that the families can get some immediate help. But yeah, I agree with you though. It's not Uber and Lyft's fault in this case.
Yeah. I mean, that would definitely be a good option where, yeah, if they have something where they could pay, so you don't have to worry about the deductible, you get your car repairs done, whatever it might be, any therapy or whatever it is to get back, and then that way at least it absolves it right at the beginning. So instead of taking years for a potential court case to happen, those types of things.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.